Brandon Gaudin here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I love this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up, and we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, it just took him home.
A huge play there right off the bat, 46 yards.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge the secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
Forced out to his left. Pushes him over, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. How about that, their quarterback? Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Falcons go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Come on.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 2nd and 9 now. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks at 7-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and he brings up third down on the sand.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got McBride here over the middle.
And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do. Someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This is taken at the 15.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Looking there for points, but intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The pass caught by Olave.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there for us in incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kyle Pitts.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play. 69 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
He'll drop to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Back to Walker on first down. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
We just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
and the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Here's Walker.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Got a man, it's London.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field. and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Right back to Pitts again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll set up a throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Alec Pierce, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front. The goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. And boy, on this drive, it looked like the offense was really moving the football. I mean, they have been moving the football, but now they're in a tough spot. Nice play defensively.
Certainly felt like the defense decided to answer what the offense was doing. Okay, you're doing pretty well there. Guess what? We're going to bring some pressure. See if you can handle that. And they got to him on 2nd down. And
it'll be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play.
Back now here on EA Sports. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Straight ahead, Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Okay, break.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down. They're going to look to throw.
The pass caught by Olave.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He's got his target. It's Olave.
Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. They'll look to throw.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Algier now up the middle.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is...
me. I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the